The Dialectics of Freedom, Fichte's philosophical vision. Freedom is understood in various ways. One of these concepts is freedom as the ability to choose from several available options. In this context, freedom is understood as the capacity to act based on the options presented. However, this notion of freedom has, over time, come to be associated with arbitrariness, as the choice is limited to predetermined possibilities. There is also the concept of freedom in the Spinozist sense, freedom as conscious necessity. This understanding implies freedom as a deliberate action based on rational principles. According to Spinoza's ethics, the condition for human freedom is the knowledge of God's attributes, self-improvement, self-development, and the study of sciences. The knowledge gained through this process enables actions based on reason, which Spinoza equates with freedom. However, Spinoza also asserts that absolute freedom does not exist for humans. Human freedom is relative, as we are subject to the influence of external circumstances. When we attain knowledge, we merely expand our capacity to interact with external things, but we cannot completely abstract ourselves from them. Spinoza's concept of freedom became a foundation for the philosophy of the German Enlightenment and classical German philosophy. Thinkers like Leibniz, Kant, and others introduced their nuances to this understanding. However, the goal of this text is to explore the concept of freedom in the philosophy of Johann Gottlieb Fichte. For Fichte, the definition of freedom is tied to the concept of human will, which is not fundamentally novel. In Fichte's view, the will is an act, but whose will is it? It is the will of the subject. In Fichte's philosophy, two types of subjects can be distinguished: the absolute I and the individual I. The absolute I serves as the foundation of the entire philosophical system, while the individual I represents a specific person with their consciousness and will. According to Fichtean philosophy, the subject is the basis for the unfolding structure of all concepts, and the dynamics of these concepts develop through the dialectical movement between the I that affirms itself, the positing the I that limits itself, the limiting I, and the absolute I. It is from this dialectic that Fichte's notion of freedom emerges. The freedom of another subject, for Fichte, is not merely an abstract acknowledgement of the right to freedom, but also a recognition that the other person possesses the same capacity to act as oneself. This recognition of mutual freedom requires individuals to transcend their own desires and ambitions, placing the interests of others on an equal footing with their own. Want to learn about other philosophical concepts? Subscribe to our channel, like and share this video.